We'll explore the essence of this highly anticipated event that brings together food lovers and local eateries. Welcome, Therez Versailles, Research and Communications Officer within the Ministry of Tourism. Good morning, Therez.
Good morning, and thanks for having me
Oh,
back again.
pleasure.
Happy you could join us this morning,
Anything
Therez.
with food.
That's
I am ready.
Yes, food is meant to be eaten.
So let's talk about the inspiration behind creating this culinary celebration. When was it started, per se?
Well, the Kitts-Nevis Restaurant Week started back in 2015. It was a collaborative effort between the Federal Ministry of Tourism of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Tourism Authority of St. Kitts and Nevis, Constituency Empowerment, and the Ministry of Agriculture. And basically, it was to fulfill certain objectives. One, which is to highlight the micro, small, medium businesses in the food and beverage industries and the spin-offs, meaning the agro-processors, etc. It was also created to let persons know what is out there, what the tourism product is like. Let them have an opportunity to experience something that they would normally not necessarily. It was really created for the local market. It was also was created to stimulate the local economy, make the tourism product more competitive in the eyes of the tourism industry. So that's why it was created.
Nice.
And can you give us an overview of the St. Kitts Restaurant Week and what makes it a unique and exciting event for locals and visitors alike?
Well, where do I start?
Yes.
As I said, it started back in 2015 as a way to stimulate the economy in a time where we consider it in the tourism sector the slow season. So what we try to do is to create linkages. It's an agro-tourism initiative, so we try to create linkages, making sure that these food and beverage industries are creating the relationships with the people who will get the service to them that is of a quality and standard that is befitting of their service. So from there, the Ministry of Tourism would start our process where we would have our outreach. So we would contact these restaurants or food and beverage establishments, and we would ask them, would you like to be a part of this initiative? And they would say yes. Most of the time they do say yes. And from there we would ask them to create a menu based off of a themed ingredient. Now that is a collaborative effort in terms of finding out what the themed ingredient will be for that year. So what we will do, we will contact the Department of Agriculture because they have their ears on the ground in terms of having that direct contact with the farmers. And based on that discussion with the farmers, they will then come back to us. We will have a discussion, and then in the end, we will have a poll. We throw it out to the public. Which one would you like?
Right.
And this year, it became pineapple.
I didn't know the public had a part to play in selecting the featured ingredient.
And also we do have a poll that we put it out on our social media pages, and we ask, like for example, this year it was between green banana and pineapple, and by a landslide, pineapple won.
What year was planting?
Planting was, I think, 2018.
2018, yes. I think it was 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why the competition between those two, though? Why did you choose?
It was based off of the discussion that the farmers would have with the department.
Availability of the on the
market.
Got you. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, good stuff.
And how has Restaurant Week evolved over the years?
Well, initially it was really to get the creative juices running for the chefs.
Yes.
We give you a themed ingredient, you go crazy, give the people something to talk about.
Yes.
Yep.
And then from there, around 2016, it grew. We then created the restaurant week experiences, and from there we asked the participating restaurants, what activities do you have that we can help you market that will be aligned with the vision of Restaurant Week? And then those will be added to the calendar of experiences. So we would have had over the years sip and paint, wine tasting at different restaurants. We have the charitable elements where, for example, every year I must commend them, Serendipity hosts the St. Christopher Children's Home dinner and fundraising. So that is something that is dear to us. I mean, anything that it's for the development of our youth.
Yes.
We try to go behind, and we commend them for that. Every year they come on board for that.
Of course.
Nice. How many when Restaurant Week started, how many restaurants were involved, and how many restaurants are involved now?
Well, we lost the momentum in 2020, 2021.
2020.
We would have had 20 plus restaurants between St. Kitts and Nevis, because again, it's based off of the availability of the resources of these establishments. Some cannot extend themselves, and from the ministry's end, we're very limited in how we can help in certain aspects. So we're now gaining back the momentum. And I can tell you, based off of the response we got during the tasting showcase event that we had. Yes, it's going to be big this year.
That's the one at Park Hyatt?
We had in Park Hyatt on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, la la.
And would you say, Therez, that St. Kitts is becoming a culinary destination?
It is, because there are a lot of foodies around who for example, we even had persons come to us and ask, can I come to an event to showcase what is happening? And ZIZ, other persons have come on board asking to follow what is happening for Restaurant Week this year.
Nice. That's
Interesting.
Good. That's good. Wow. Listen, I can't wait for it. So can you tell us some of the participating restaurants this year?
I can give you a list. Let me tell you. We do have the website that persons can go to. It is www.restaurantweek.kn, or our social media handle is SKN Restaurant Week. You can also find information on Kitchen Heartbeat, which is the social media platform for Tourism Authority. But for the Restaurant Week itself, it is divided into 3 categories with 3 tiers. You have 2 categories for the 3-course dinner, which you can spend as 162 EC dollars, or you have 108 EC dollars as low as 54 EC and below, depending on the type of establishment that you have. So from there we have if you have the time between St. Kitts and Nevis, you will realize that when you get on the website that some establishments offer menus in different categories. So you will have restaurants from Park Hyatt, you will have from Belmont Farm, Kitchen Hill, Otters is participating, Carambola Beach Club, the 4-Way, Bananas Bistro, Sunset Reef St. Kitts, Yachtsman's Grill. We have as well 4 Seasons Resort in Nevis, Mount Nevis Hotel, Heritage Village Cafe. We have Montpellier Plantation, Marshall's, Great House again at Park Hyatt. We have Jamrock, Poinciana, Rock Lobster, Serendipity, Marriott, La Cucina and Bohemia. We have Splash at Royal St. Kitts, Sweet and Savory, Hermitage Plantation Inn, Sunshine Beach Bar and Grill, Wally's Beach Resort, Lotus Thai Bistro at the Retreat. Jamrock again in a different category for the lunch category. The Coal Pot, Sweet and Savory again is in this category. We have Alfredo's, Shekinah Glory Snackette, Shani's Snackette, Vibes Beach Bar, Sunshine Beach Bar and Grill, or Wally Beach Resort, Wilmer's Diner, Big 6 Flavors, Buju's Place, Juicy Bites, Passions, Queen City Bar and Garden, Bananas Bistro, and and the final one, Buddy's Cafe. Buddy's Cafe.
It sure have grown.
Buddy's Cafe. So that's what it is for this year.
That's a lot.
Is it more of like a competition at the end of Restaurant Week? Will there be prizes given to restaurants who would have?
It's not a competition in this sense. We at one point, one of the experience was where we had a competition asking the best of the best to create one of the menus that would have been featured throughout Restaurant Week. But we do have the Grill Fest. That is an initiative created by the St. Kitts Tourism Authority. It will happen on, well, I will give you a rundown of the experience for the week. But for that particular event, it will happen on the 22nd of July on the Frigate Bay. And we are trying to find the grill master of St. Kitts. And that you do have a monetary prize involved as well.
Nice.
It is a
So
competition.
that's part of Restaurant Week. It's not
Yes.
catching on. I know it's an annual event, but I didn't realize
It was,
to Restaurant Week. Oh, nice.
We have the Grill Fest coming up. So in terms of the week and the activities that we have, well, we had the tasting showcase that was on Sunday.
Yes.
Carambola will start the week off because the actual Restaurant Week starts on the 13th to the 23rd of July. Carambola starts it off with the Pineapple Flavors event. It will happen on the 13th again and again on the 20th. Then on the 16th, our partner agency, the Ministry of Tourism, Nevis, will have their tasting showcase. Then we have this new initiative called Cook, Sip and Glap. That is a whole vibe. Yes, that's a whole vibe right there. We are inviting persons to sit under the stars, sip wine with your friends, and learn how to cook a scrumptious meal and just enjoy this ambience of, you know, it's glamorous, and you'll be serenaded by a wonderful live band and DJ as well. And of course, it comes with a cost. It's $100 US per person. We are targeting 30 persons for now, and we're hoping that it will grow, but we want to keep it as intimate as possible. But for now, this is what it is. But if you want more information on that and reserving your table, you can call the Ministry of Tourism at 467-1390, and they will give you further information on how to reserve.
You heard that here.
Interesting, and it's limited space.
Limited space. So from there as well, in the calendar on the 16th, we do have the Summer Crush at Fairview. We have on the 19th, Wind Down Wednesdays again with Corks and Screws. We have on the 22nd, as I mentioned, the Grill Fest. On the 23rd, Celebration at the Park. Parkite is bringing back that event that was a big hit last year, so they decided to help us again out with this year to bring it on the calendar. We do have on the 22nd the St. Christopher Children's Home fundraiser activity. That is at a cost as well. We have not received the final figure, but it normally ranges between 75 US or approximately 200 EC dollars, and it's a worthy cause, so we encourage
of course.
Wow,
it's a fun week.
It's a fun week.
It is.
How does it culminate though? How does the week culminate? Because we know it ends on the 23rd.
So
is there anything big to end the rest of the week?
Well, it will be for now the final showing at the celebration at the park with at Park Hyatt. So,
nice.
Therez, you said Restaurant Week St. Kitts started in 2015. What is it this year, 2023, that it's gonna knock the other years out the park? What is it that 2023 Restaurant Week will commemorate that will,
I don't want to be, but I don't want to say, because I find every year it is good, and persons find their niche and what they want to have happen. And I can tell this year, based from the response that we got from the tasting showcase, I want to say shout out to Park Hyatt for hosting us and all of the restaurants who participated. It was positive. When I read a comment that said that St. Kitts-Nevis Restaurant Week owed me nothing, I knew we were on the right path. And for the poster, we say thank you. Thank you. And everybody who has given us feedback, whether it's for improvement or to say thank you for we appreciate you as well. So I can't say.
The feedback is there. That's normally given a Dropbox, or you just go.
Well, we
on the
normally
website?
have a survey that we will pass out to our participating restaurant, but we do encourage persons to leave a comment on our social media page so we can know, or even call us and give us some sort of heads up in terms of how we could improve on our offering.
So I'm gonna dig a little further. Since the restaurant get the survey, what is it that you ask them?
Like what can we do to improve? How did you like the communication aspect of it? How was the traffic in terms of persons visiting your establishment? What were their feedback from persons visiting your restaurant? And from there, we hope to again build on that and offer something that is more concrete, where we would possibly have a retreat where we will have these restaurants come in and have a discussion. So these are in the pipeline. It has not been decided yet, but it's something that we would like to happen apart from having the survey.
And Therez, as we wrap up things, any final words to the people of St. Kitts-Nevis, why they should come out to 2023 Restaurant Week? That's your camera right there. Speak to them why they should come out and support our restaurants this year.
I would like to say, we appreciate you for participating, especially those who have been with us from day one, particularly to our service providers, the restaurants who are on board, who said yes. We know it has not been easy for them, especially coming off of the pandemic. And we want to say a big thank you. The feedback that we got, persons were commenting on the professionalism of their staff, the tasty food that was provided for them. So they're anticipating the same service during Restaurant Week. I would like to also thank our sponsors, just Opus, ODB, Hibiscus Spirits, Eldorado Distillery, Corks and Screws, Kumas Limited, Trading Limited. Those are just some of the few persons or entities that have signed on to assist our restaurants or our establishments in getting Restaurant Week off the ground. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who has made this possible. My teammates, everybody who is involved in this initiative.
I have two final questions. I know
Sure.
How do we get our tasting passport, and what about the tasting showcase in Nevis?
The tasting show, I would advise for persons who wants to go over to Nevis, you call the Ministry of Tourism on Nevis, or possibly let us know if you're interested, and we can get the word out. I think the number is 469-5521, and ask them to connect you to a ministry staff, and they will be able to give you the instructions that you need to get that ticket. So, but if you wish, you can drop us a line and we'll be able to pass on information to you as well.
So that will be a certain amount as well that they can accommodate?
Yes. I'm not sure what their capacity is, but ours was between 250, 300. So.
And you guys reached the max?
Oh, let me tell you. We got the tickets. Music festival ended on a Saturday.
Yes.
By the Monday, persons were calling asking about the tasting showcase and Restaurant Week. We advised them by Friday, possibly the Monday, physical tickets would be available. We got the tickets by 12 o'clock that very afternoon. The word went out.
Yes.
We had a holiday the Tuesday.
Yes.
By Wednesday afternoon, all of it was sold out.
That's good.
Sold completely out. So that's the response.
Impressive.
And what about the passport?
The passport is something that is unique to the tasting showcase, and the passport literally gives you access to all of the stalls, our beverage sponsors, persons who are participating. Yes, you had to be there.
I just get my passport, and then when I go to the various restaurants, I just tick off who I ate at.
No, that is an initiative from one of our benchmarking partners. They copied us. They copied us. But that's an initiative that they're hosting. But ours is a bit different. Ours, we want persons to sample as many of the offerings as possible. So this is a way of controlling what the quantities that persons would have gotten. So once you visit that stall, you would
get
have
a tick.
Yes.
I saw next island, I'm not going to call their names, and their passport takes them to whatever restaurant they eat at. They get a tick.
Yeah.
It's not a I don't.
No, they don't have
they
a
don't have the
tasting
showcase.
case.
So can we not get passports?
I'm sure they're working on it.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's see. I put it out there, so hopefully next year I can get my passport. But I intend to attend the tasting showcase next year.
Definitely, you will definitely get a passport there. But you know, we are open for suggestions and
Yes.
ways to improve our products. So you never know.
Oh, okay.
Never
Well,
know.
good.